Hello everyone. Today I'm heading to a Venerated Apothecary Corps meeting. Let's see what happens. Well, it's too dark to see a thing. There is a function in the game known as lfrp where I can find people to play with. So I have to look for Morven Sinclair because she is the host of this meeting. Let's go. It says Morven Sinclair is currently 267 squares away. It's too dark. I can't see a thing in here. It's nightfall in game, but it should be sunrise soon. Maybe I should redeem a lantern or ask someone to get it for me. I can't see a thing. So, if I'm late to the meeting, it'll be making sense. But I do remember from walking around the neighborhood that the place is nearby. It's just real dark. Kinda hard to see a thing. Okay, here's the gate. I am already at the Penitence Valley Northern Gate. There's the Inquisitors. I should be safe enough. I didn't really case the place, the hospital. Where is the place? If I'm confused, I could just pull up lfrp again and... Okay. It looks like there are at least 2 people around here. The pins are people. There is no special indicator that one of the pins is me unless I mouse over and show that it is my character's name. Anyway, so no more waiting around. Let's just go. It's the hospital, I think. Ah, there they are. A lot of people. Where is the door? Hello. Bunch of people around. Alicenta Rose is being treated. Ronan Ashforge. Okay. Evening. Evening all. What is... Watches Morven apply. Okay, let's temporarily hide this. It seems Alicenta Rose injured something, so Morven is trying to treat her. Looks at Judy Kale. Judy Kale made a joke about taking Alicenta's armor. The meeting. Well, I see. The patient. So that was her. Okay, let's see. Greengrass got lots of neighbors. Oops. I headed out the wrong way. I should step aside and wait. Lots of neighbors. Lots of neighbors around. Well, yeah, at least one. Judy Kill is my actual neighbor. Ah, okay, so I should follow Ronan. It seems that Alicenta should be treated soon. I need to follow Ronan. There's quite a lot of details in this hospital. Ah, the greenhouse. Look out of the window. And I'm standing right in the shrubberies. Where Ina? Lush greenhouse. I can't actually pick anything. The greenhouse is just decoration. Let's see what it looks like when it's transparent. I'd be half tempted to suggest moving this to the laboratory to make use out the camp, says Grieger Scott. Yeah, it's kinda hard to see in the night. I should get a lantern. I should have gotten a lantern. Hard to walk here. In the middle of the night. I mean, of course, the night gameplay wise is supposed to be pretty dark. And I had the mini map, but in reality it'll be bumbling around and getting very, very lost. Nights are longer and darker than usual around these parts, says Grieger Scott. I do want a light bulb in my own house, but the power is kinda lacking. An hour or so and then mostly burnt out. He's talking about the torches like Judah Kill is holding. Let's help your garden project. Yeah, let's help your garden. Let's meet at the craft hall then. The craft hall? That's a long walk. You mean I'm supposed to... Okay, Alt left click. Alt left click will allow me to walk, to follow people. There we go, I'm auto following people now. I need to run up to Ronan Ash. What? Okay. There we go. Now I'm auto following. Auto following someone. I just hope I don't get lost and walk in the fire or something. Okay. Is there a craft hall? Is this? Oh, there's the VA and quiz. There's a craft hall in the northern camp. I didn't know. I thought it was empty. Ah. True. For a moment. Down in a shore. I thought there was a warehouse. Okay, sometimes auto follow is a bit screwy because if they walk into somewhere, they may go and if they go turn around the corner, the characters will get stuck. So you have to manually right click and move and go away. Actually, you can move your character by either right clicking and dragging or alternately using the arrow keys. We can't use WASD because Ultima Online has an old keyboard system. I don't think you can rebind the movement keys this way. Still, Calcis Sinis Sound et Sulfur. It's Latin for calcium something something salt and sulfur. Judicial is not an apothecary, so he doesn't have to recite that oath. Morven is the hostess, so I heard that I heard that Morven was engaged to be married. Is Ronan the lucky fellow? I won't ask until she brings it up, but judging from the way Ronan follows her around, it is likely. The events of this afternoon for which we were woefully unprepared. So that's why it was a last minute meeting. Let her talk. And afflicted. Oh my god, and afflicted. Whether to burn or to just cut. Because the afflicted is also a term for the people who have caught torment. The torment is the zombie invasion. How is he? Yeah, so our food and drink is already lacking to begin with. How can we spare it for the quarantine? Oh. And then the experience taught me we need to cooperate and make group decision procedure standards. How to effectively discuss and make collective decisions. Yeah, so it'll be very difficult. Lack of coordination will make terrible doctors and pharmacists and all that. Well, maybe I should have my vendor move north or south, is it? How is it? Yeah, I got quite a few things. I got quite a few things about to say about the rent. Let her finish speaking first, then I got a few things. Few things to say about rent and housing, but that's later. Does she want to talk, or does she want me to talk? Yes, it's her turn to talk. You see, to me, our main purpose is to serve the people in the name of Diga, to keep our brethren healthy while others work to keep them safe. Yeah, but it's kind of hard to help them keep them healthy. Black sheep. He's making a joke about himself wearing all black. As if she's trying to remember. And call things. Well, she wants to hear what I say. The fellows. Have to worry. Sickness again. But it's kind of hard to do that without a proper house or a proper way to really actually coordinate or get all my supplies and things. I wonder if Greengrass is in anywhere in my near neighbor. Well, I believe I sent here to ensure the good health of body and mind of most of the poor sods sent here before me. Greengrass is a bit more rude and direct about his opinions. Claircine is more irreverent. Ronan doesn't seem too harsh of an inquisitor, I guess. And if on top of it, any manner cure protection from the plague can be derived, well, isn't that a clear bonus to such endeavor? Yeah, it's true. But until Morven says that we open our opinions, I'm not gonna rant and rave about the housing in character of Claircine. Let Ashford say something. You do it, kiddo. Yeah. Well, let Greengrass learn the fight. Unless little old lady somehow figures out how to wave a gun. Which needs an engineer, alchemist, and gunpowder, and a lot of bullets. I wonder if I should bring up the fact that one of the inquisitors shouted in my ear. Well, I didn't have the opportunity to record that exchange. An inquisitor came to the Ashore Craft Hall and shouted in Claircine's ear for her papers, please. Then after he checked the papers, he said the VIC would need services on Apothecary soon. Well, thank you for your efforts. Ashford said, we have been defending the rest of Eastern Baronies and the auras around the old capital for years now. So that's why Pennington Valley is so well supplied. Thank you for your efforts. Well, hopefully it didn't come off as sarcastic. Vast amounts of resources. So what kind of project is the VIC trying to make besides protecting the Eastern Baronies from the zombie invasion? Did I ask, or will it come off as idiotic to do that? Window screen poking around. In light of your faith and dedication to duty in coming to this quarantine zone. We got quite a few things to say. We would like to offer our support. I wonder I can just ask him for rent money? But that's kind of shameless. Better to ask him for supplies like glass bottles and herbs and such like. If I could ask him about suggestions for the rent problem, or rather ask where there was someone buying white flowers so that I can sell them to the following question. Once I get enough white flowers in the game. It's too dark to see any white flowers right now. It's still too dark, but the sun is coming up. I always suggest you select an active liaison. Oh, don't look at me. To interact with the other factions. Who else is there? I haven't cased every single neighbor around, but I could keep in touch. Judy Kyle in the loop. We're neighbors. Where can we send wood for you? And Ashford. How do we send word to the Inquisition? Do we just walk up to the neighborhood and ask, hello, is Mr. Ashford at home? Nah, I don't think you can just walk up like that. It's like trying to walk up to the religious organizations and then knocking on their doorbell without a good reason. In case I'm not there, my residence is out of this camp. Rented a house. They're about in sync. Morven Sinclair is blushing. Oh. I heard Morven got engaged. You is the lucky fellow. You the lucky fellow. Open mouth, insert foot. Yeah. Yep. I actually guessed it. I think I may have accidentally minimized the video for a bit there, so Flame bless your union. Flame bless your union then. Anyway, but it's not talking about, not the time to go on and on about the engagement, back to business. Would you all tell me the rank and name of the company? Apothecaries of the 109. Claircine. Yeah, so probably not the time to bring up that I met Inquisitor Dundee without asking for his name, but he shouted in my ear for his papers. Ashford is not so strict, it seems. More like good cop to bad cop. The words leave her mouth in a practiced manner. Yep. So not many apothecaries running around here today. Got quite a few things to say about the rent and housing still, but now that I know what's happened to the neighbors, it seems that Inquisitor Ashforge is my physical neighbor. Who? The provost is the highest ranking apothecarist. Who's that name? I hadn't heard of that fellow. Well, if I complain about it being too dark in the game, it's not like I can change time, can I? Little old lady Claircine is not a super crotchety. A provost is a very high ranking member, but I do not think any of us actually are. What? Morven got something to say. I think Pedagogue is slightly higher ranking than an Apothecarist. That Claircine is relatively average rank for at such an old age. Well, story-wise, she joined the Apothecary Corps late in life. Before that, she had been a woman at all work. She worked in there because she needed gainful employment. Alright, I will stop making all the jokes about Morven getting engaged to Ashforge so fast. That establishing structure and organization for our branch of the VAC. She suggests that we have various roles for the group. I would like to first propose my suggestion for a few of these roles and then open up the floor for the feedback and suggestions. My suggestions include a chief apothecary, secretary, pursery, or treasurer, pending further discussion of our goals in this meeting, and initiate warden, field alchemist, quartermaster. Allow me to briefly describe the duties of each of these suggested positions. First, I suggest that we elect a chief apothecary for Penitent Valley branch of VAC. Have we met any surgeon generals around? This person would be the leader of future meetings, represent apothecary cards to other groups and so on. Yeah, don't look at me. I don't have the current time zone for that these days. What's a secretary do? Oh yeah, let her define it. The secretary will record meeting minutes, take roll call, keep record suggestions, complaints, and in-between meetings, post scheduled meetings on bulletin boards, so on, the record keeper. Morven seems to want to be the secretary, so okay, let her do that. Yeah, because meetings like this can't be done off the cuff. Yeah, kinda. Money is a touchy issue. We need a pursery or treasurer. Well, maybe my money problem will be sorted out. I probably could ask for a loan of a week. Why the... The pursery. Never mind, forget it. Finally, I propose we elect and initiate warden to mentor new members, current orientations, assign training tasks. and ensure that all are up to corp standards, which we should define in detail in the next meeting. She's really put a lot of thought into playing this out. We elect a field alchemist to lead deployment efforts for emergencies such as on-site medical assistance to soldiers too injured to be moved, outbreaks and other medical disasters. I'm just gonna stay on the back lines now. What's a quartermaster do in this context anyway? Let her explain herself. Whether or not we decide that collective store resources and equipment for any particular purpose, such as soup kitchen, charity clinic, etc., etc., etc. Whether we should have a separate council or the council made of officers that we decide to elect. Yes. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get a big effort when there's just 3 of us running around. Well, I sure got a lot of few things to say about money problems. Sure got a few things to say about the rent in this place. All this week I wondered makes rent. And I started selling pharmaceuticals. I hired someone my decoction. So yeah, it's on me, I guess, for picking such an expensive place first. Since I'm one of the pharmacists present, I heard there's someone looking for flowers. But specifically white ones. I have not found a photo though. I have not found a photo too. Yet, where could I find her? I seen the leather worker, the abattoir. Yeah, the abattoir. The abattoir. There's an NPC, the abattoir. Okay. Ashford says that the fellow looking for white flowers is near the Inquisitor Neighborhood's Inn. Okay, that's helpful to know. Good to know. Now, how common are white flowers? Kinda hard to forage in the dark, and I still need to get lantern's oil. Only see red so far. Nah. Let Gregor talk about his woes and issues. I'd already said my piece about making rent. He got things to say about the organization then. He's basically saying there are too few of us to do any big projects, especially because we as players have all so different time zones. Like I'm in Malaysia, and presumably the others are American or in Europe. Because, to be honest, Ultima Online is not super popular among Malaysian gamers. Am I stuck? Hopefully not. He's saying we should start small. Chief Apothecary Secretary could be the same person at first. At least until... How's new... How's new numbers coming? Well, if you're asking me to be treasurer or quartermaster, I'm not sure how exactly I'm gonna arrange for that part. Or maybe they will ask me to do it. Us deciding tonight? Yeah, Grieger wants to talk some more first about the duties of the task. Well, little old lady has a bad memory story-wise, so she may not be the best of treasurers or quartermasters. One of the first things I would suggest for a future quartermaster is what? Luckily for you, I brought about half a mine to make decoction for sale. Well, we still have gloves, masks, aprons, etc. Yeah, it's true. I only have one set of gloves and probably two sets of aprons. So I gotta figure out how to get more of them. We're running low on fumes here. Running low on goods. He's right. It just seems... Ashwatch, say something? Yeah, the money, especially early game is always a tough job. If we duty up, yeah, temporary. It's a temporary job then. Yeah, I think let's get started. You got a point. So how exactly am I gonna be quartermaster and treasurer at the same time? I don't know. I guess I gotta make notes. Make notes that I know Dr. Grieger Scott, but as a surname, not his full name. I usually keep a bunch of notes about people I meet in the game. Gregarious. Grieger Scott. I suppose that leaves the purser duty to me. Yeah. During discussions with the Venerated Inquisition. Yes, of course, because she is betrothed to an Inquisitor at this very moment. Because I finally caught up on the neighbor gossip. Actually, it was that Eliseo who told me about the upcoming engagement. So, what is it? Dr. Morven Sinclair temporarily holding up the representative leader. Okay, so let's see what she gotta say about me next. Me? I can try. Probably not a great time to say that she got a crappy memory from old age. Crappy long-term memory. Great short-term memory, though. I can try. Long as it... My rent. 2 in the meantime. Rent problem. Yeah, because there's only 3 of us, so... And 2 of the roles already taken. I'm pretty much stuck with the treasury and quartermaster role in the same time. Maybe what messages? Because you know, people may send notes and all. Housing was a bit lackluster in the north region. Yeah, we need fees. I've been selling pharmaceuticals, but I don't know how much to charge for a fair price for the potions. To work on the Northern Valley and make it a reasonably developed neighborhood. Yeah, we gotta work together and figure out all the things. Well, just so you know. I would like to take a moment for each of us to share our ideas for future displays, what our individual strengths are, and what ideas we each have for various shops and amenities we would like to include here as more people arrive. I hope to have a higher hand of the decoctions. Oh, here is someday. I'm small pharmacy. I'm more of a decoction maker. A farmer? Grocers? Judy Kale. Neighbors thoughts. Anyone? Yeah, Judy Kale. But don't look at me to beat up the wildlife. Okay, so a short craft hall for folks. So I'll gather the thoughts. Neighborhood what kind of neighborhood do I want to see develop in Northgate? I don't want to step on Morven's toes, but I got to figure out what I want in mind personally. She'd already brought up the marketplace and such like, so... Okay, there's an alchemy workbench out here. So next time I wanna work there, I can just go north. If I just wanna crush some medicine for sale. Any glass workers? Our crafts need a lot of work. We put in many kinds. Medicines and decoction we put in many kind of glasswares. Yeah. About those white flowers. White flowers for that VIC fellow. Yeah, because I still gotta work on getting money for rent. Yeah. $30. Didn't read the contract, Kevin. You can see that Judy Kale has a similar problem. Yeah, I thought it was a month. Not even a month, not week. So my wages. Yeah, I believe Judy Kale mentioned in game. We need to get established before we can actually rent those expensive fancy rental places. Them houses be nice, but especially at night. Fellas selling kettles and pans too. Well, if only you could get Beulah Wanjan soon. I wouldn't mind doing all that. Open a store, open a Wander's Wear in each neighborhood. But it's too bad I'm not playing a cook here. Yeah, I have reason to say that because we're actual physical neighbors in the game. So Judah Kale could sell some field food. Well, yeah. And you can't cook with dirty water, I tried. The water here no good for cooking soup till it's boiled clean. Wonderful. Our case for workers. Our case for interested folk in our cause at ashore then. I got 2,648 infusion points. Nice, because I was busy talking and role-playing. I can't really. My thoughts are too. Hey, yet to be worked out though. Especially as my own renting issues have not been completely solved yet. I wonder what Morven has to say about my plan to case people. Investigate prices from craftsmen who are willing to take commissions. I know it's an old man who I injured. Does it ring a bell? You let me know when. Don't know if there are any other active engineers around besides Ashforge and Sid de Valencia, but I could ask Sid if he knows anybody. Do so, and send. So now my responsibility is to figure out a trade deal with the rest of the factions and see if they will be willing to help. I could go back and ask Sid first, but in the meantime, I also got to get my own money. I need to get my own money for my rent. I still had to solve my own rent issue. Even if I'm helping the VIC, it'll be quite hard to help if I get evicted in 2 weeks. I had to make a plan for food too. Tools, food, medicine. Gotta do. Yeah. So I gotta figure out tools, food, Where's supplies? Yeah. When it should be a regular entire time. Different times. Different times and perhaps at least once a week. This hour is a little early for me, but it's so warm I woke up. How to send messages? I forgot my Latin. Oh, what is it? Which one was it again? Right now is just about a good time. Around this hour right now is a decent time. Not too dark, not too early. Yeah. And gameplay wise it matches the daylight in my real life too. Could work. What time zone? What time zone are you in? I am Malaysian GMT +8. Okay, 9 PM EST should work. Yeah. I think can. It's just that I'll be AFK for a while. Dog catching on work days. My own dogs. Yeah. When I type text in brackets like this, it means I'm out of character. I am not actually addressing the game as Claircine, but as myself. Just as my chatter on this video is mostly meta and out of character commentary. Ah yeah, the server stuck. So, seeing the server crashed, I think this is a good time to stop my video around here. The little old lady now has responsibilities, but still not much progress towards making any rent. Now I got 2 weeks left, or slightly less than 2 weeks. Let's hope I actually finally get some white flowers for the VIC fellow. See you next time.